cho kết
Chúng nó ủng hộ thiệt tổ trung nó ta chỉ nè có cụ giờ niệm gì có cùng giờ con những thiết tổ chỉ nèวันนอชิลูเฮาชิเกตูปืออีตูตุนรอลูตุนดาลูตุยาวโอลุเนยกาเสียลูรู้เสียงให้เดียตุยามอตายพอโดนจัวลกุจิจอ từ trên ta mò là khu trường gió tuôn đàn có nhà qua khu vực một lo đi cứ cha tin lu chỉ đi không lu nên gió tin nâng cha bị con ra ha tin nâng của chúa tu thiết cả tu thiết cả ha gió khu tổ ca của châu pha tổ lo và bó chỉ tiếp câu chuyện tua là đê tua thầy đê qua lu nơi nhau bắt đi này dây rồi xin hãy tiếc của em tại mọi đồ chúa lòng của chị cho từ trên ta mò là khu trên nhỏ suốt nhà qua khu vực một lo phải mù nhỏ không ngàn đu thì nhóm Mega ở Canada lòng đủ phù ca không lên mô đẹp của nhỏ rồi rồi xin hãy tiếc của em tại mọi đồ chúa là của chị cho từ trên ta mò là khu trên gió suốt nhà qua khu vực một lo trên gió gió lu chơi mong nhỏ sâu tròn lu chơi so xiong bom long nhỏ lúa hà rô bỏ giờ lâu lâu râu chân đời đủ chú nghĩa sợ我trái头知道干路撒走马家我容些我路只要懂得我要做年主被我心冷点的记录送的撒走马我照顾有点我意有点孤单不撒着那么不这我能懂有点我不这我能đừng do gió đông long xiong long đông rèn rồi gió đông cho lo trên xanh đèn chỉ mua phải pha chỉ mua na papa anh chia sẻ chỉ mua để cụ đa hầu lo na cha rong trâu rô buồn lô bề bự ít gian chân công tơ cha họ chịu khó gió cho ba chế xa cho mình nhớ lúc anh thắm chân một tia muối một tia cút tao xa cho ta phố chế còn không đâu đó tia cút tao xa cho ta chế còn không tròn gì
nhớ trong lịch sử cái cha trong họ thì chủ nhà tàu vào chơi cũng bây giờ mai có những sinh nhật và họ nhớ luôn trong Minneapolis họ luôn theo họ lựa lại lúc xuân can họ neighborhood community relations department cuối tôi sẽ chơi họ cũng lúc xuân can cho bây giờ mong lo ya lạc hay mình thấy current thì nó nó bây giờ ta số cho họ program lon tại thìเราไปเห็นที่นี่เราสต้องอยู่เนี่ยเราจงสิงพอ WIXK 就ส่งจอจะกี่ผู้ยืนจอรุ่นจง Minneapolis ตอนรู้ใจยศเขารอเลยนู้นเราไปชิดาจะเดี๋ยวก็ยอทัดเชิญแต่ก็ยอเขารุ่นจง Minneapolis วันนี้มั่วอีจอ neighborhood association 了เยอะอีจอกงเขากงเขาnhớ là thắt chặt cái nhau là ấy có vô là cái thì cộng đồng tròn lợi nó này lúc gì cho cái nhau mua cho cộng họ luôn trong Minneapolis chỉ mua cho gì trong đồng tàu chứ nếu mua đi xa chỗ lúc cộng họ nhau đó họ luôn trong Minneapolis là một ba chuẩn thì chỉ có thể trả được ấy ở lý có thắt chặt cái nhau tàu luôn trong Minneapolis này lúc cộng họ từ ba bên sảnh này họ nhau gì có ấy do nhau thì có khôn là nhau thì có lúc gì cho ấy có một cộng đồng lợi thêm một thì cái ba đồng lòng là lợi trâu có thì có chuyện này我都是懂得多要找一二百二下，二一倍送找一二百二下，二一倍送again 個啦，一啲大家係多，嗰種俾我買個時間啦。我哋去老虎度個到一就只係在neighborhood處，給那家好戶，給都將是給跟到給拉路，一波仔呀，給那家好戶，你好攏種咩嘢不是？有啲你去摸好對，你去給八九到，然後你去幫我們去好對那些戶度個，誒個。ya tu tua tan bây giờ mong lo ya la khamin thế cầu ya họ cũng sung can của họ luôn đó tan trò luôn trong Minneapolis cho thấy cho thì cho sung can của họ luôn ba luôn trong Minneapolis nhưng mà chỉ cái ba tụi này liền này sát đầu cho cái ba sau khi cho ra của tụi họ chỉ sáng chập lại ya ít tụi bây giờ họ luôn ok nhau tí luôn sung can ya thì nhiều tụi neighborhood support specialist nhau đó họ neighborhood community relations department luôn bây giờ ở Victoria na nhiều tụi bây giờ này tụi我后来我给nhau họ tiết lúc tilu office okay, tilu hong kan okay, tilu department okay. Ini mo lu ra chi la ne nu chao nu, ta ka de kha shi ta na ya de ne nu chao nu, ni hai ku ku man tian nu, zhou ne la tao ya de in ji ma mo你都是动作你好的到着你了到底是，你这个等于啥？你等弄别人到路见用头了就我找了，还有点你活多少了，他上了就主张了绕。我搞考虑就能把这了，这必须他做的。然后弄中Minneapolis，ก็啥都给巴中的个真能，这个路库库，这个给那个好户，浪的路 neighborhood association 啊，路共好些上呢，个有理家提里共得巴到了。เขา program WIXK อีกที่สุดกูรู้จัก Minneapolis นะยังเขา program เราหมู่จะ说ว่าจะอีลุนลีตัวอย่างนู้ Thursday ที่อีที่รู้ Thursday ที่เป้กูตัวเรา说ว่าจะทอแต่งจะเป้แต่งชิตาจะ我后来要弄中 Minneapolis 多贴着给把叫你这个的那天我都查到的那是了第一是做人做度 Welcome to the show Victoria how are you doing please help us understand a little bit about you and how you start working with Minneapolis neighborhood. Victoria 在到嗰度做開咗到 WXK，啲知道你那啲嗰度傾住啲，係啲個做好亂呢，比我一好 neighborhood 嚟呀，啲好倫敦 Minneapolis 嘅 neighborhood 呢，容易呀。
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Hello, everybody. My name is Victoria Balko. I am how I come working with the next city. Is that the question? I started working with the city because I come from neighborhoods. I've spent my whole life really committed to working with residents, communities, and various different avenues. And that's my specialty and what I like to advocate for folks and work with people is my thing. And then I started moving into a neighborhood and I had a kid and I started kind of being part of our community, enjoying different activities and that kind of stuff. And then I found out we have a neighborhood association, and I got involved with programs through there, became the executive director, which then led me to the city of Minneapolis now.
Hey, nhớ rồi, tụi nó bay qua Victoria nó, nó sau đó sẽ đi nhà của thằng họ lần thọ, họ lần nào họ mình nhập với nó bây giờ, cụ bí là nó cụ những ở chỗ đó này cho của tôi nè, để cụ họ lần nói để cụ nhiều họ lần cho con dễ cho thành nhớ rồi dễ là ba, hoặc là một số là ba thâu là, cụ chỉ cụ họ chỉ là mình nhớ cho họ ít họ, dễ nhớ cho họ nói thế thì cụ họ mới thôi mình nhiều lo giờ cô họ là một ba cho nên nhớ cho họ thế lo giờ cô nó giờ nó mua cho cái bát sơ mới chỉ cho cô họ là một bát sơ thì cô chụp tụi mình nhỏ là một mới nên là một cô đấy còn nữa thế.
Victoria, can you help us understand what do you do now at the city of Minneapolis? Các bác kia là bây giờ nhớ họ luôn trong Minneapolis này,但是那个走路好路高，我来去 Victoria。
Yes, I'm a neighborhood support specialist. So what we do is that there are 67 now recognized neighborhood organizations across the city of Minneapolis, and there's 83 neighborhoods. And those organizations we support through our work. So we help them be successful with programming, provide services to the residents of the city of Minneapolis, and we support their work through contracts, funding, consulting on the work. And just being a resource for neighborhoods, organizational staff, and residents to make sure that they're getting their needs met.
Tao cái cú giờ ít tu neighborhood support specialist cú họ lời nhất cho họ lúc department ra cho họ neighborhood community relations là một bát thơ bé là sẽ bé một trâu xa luôn à còn họ nhất cho họ cho riêng cho nó để cú là một bát thơ là bé là một bát họ lời còn tên thơ là một trên khán trở là một thiên nhiên là một bát trâu lúa giò kia mua gì cho bé con riêng cho nó nhất cho họ bé lúa giò nó để mua bé mua trâu xa luôn còn họ sợ thì là một bát tao tan thôi cho nên nhớ cho họ cho rồi nữa là một bát là ô cho cho thế là một bát cho còn họ bát cho họ thế họ lần前一次就都rõ thế là bát là前面了thế lần cho là bát rồi cho nên ngày nhớ cho họ cho nó.
Victoria, what are neighborhood associations? You mentioned that there are 83 neighborhoods and there are 67 neighborhood associations. Help our listener understand what are the neighborhood association. Victoria, khi đó biết your neighborhood association ở giờ chỉ ở chỗ này có hai mình với mỗi gì giàu lu dây dọn nhau họ luôn trong Minneapolis một trâu chỗ xa lu cùng hậu là một ba cho dây dọn nó giờ li cho dây dọn nó giờ đã chỉ.
Yes, so a neighborhood association or organization, some are organizations, some are associations. They are a neighborhood 501(c) nonprofit organization that serves the particular neighborhood geographic area. And so they serve the residents who live there, the renters or homeowners. They also serve the businesses who are also in that community. And each neighborhood is unique, so those organizations are also unique, and they provide services and programming led by the community members in that neighborhood to be able to provide the services that are appropriate, programming, events, activities that are appropriate for that particular neighborhood.
Với cái cho cầu họ nói với cho cầu họ ấy là hoa non-profit nó là cho chỉ số ý xì tế nè cho cầu họ nó là một ba cho tí này nhớ cho họ cho dây nó là cho khuyên dây nhớ cho họ lúa rồi nó là một ba đồ cho nên sáu chỉ lò cho nên vừa chỉ nhớ cho họ lò là cho nó qua lan luận cho họ lò tí nó là một ba đâu là mình tiền như thế cho là ba đâu là gọi là mua thế qua tàu thế dạ khổng là một bát chơi là như bát cho tin hành đó.
Victoria, the kind of work and the kind of things that neighborhood organizations do, can you help us understand what kind of things they do to support the residents in the neighborhood? Victoria, Peter Patient, ticketing shot, show what you know, that your whole what your whole neighborhood association or care, maybe sang, you whole.
Yeah, so what neighborhood organizations they do. So like some of the services they have is that their neighborhoods where their homeowners are there and they need like they have older homes or residents who are lower income and have challenges needing to fix up their homes. Some of the neighborhood organizations then provide a programming like a home improvement loan, and they assist neighborhood residents with able to doing home improvements. Same thing happens with like potentially safety and security, that if neighborhood residents are saying that they need more safety within the neighborhood, so do events to where they get to know your neighbor events, which helps makes things more safety wise. They might do security rebates if you get like security cameras or other things to help upgrade your security. They may do some kind of getting together, doing a group of folks who do a walking patrol in the neighborhood. So you are able to kind of patrol your own neighborhood and know who's there. Those are some of the services and programs that neighborhoods can do, as well as events to bring folks together. Other services could be they may do like immunization clinics or different health related clinics. Just everyone is just different because each neighborhood's needs are different.
Cho con hồ nói chạy là mua cho con là ua do xử lý nó do mua cho nên vừa vai vừa chạy tổng cả nhà là một bát kho cho chạy nữa mình giờ chạy là mua bán thì cho mua cho program là một bát cho nên đỡ họ là cho vai cho chạy theo là bá là và cho mỗi cho nhà là down payment cho nên là mình vừa chạy theo do thì lợi xã có mỗi kho là một hai sao cái nhá sáng là do có chỉ sau một kiện cho là có một kiện chỗ kho nhất cho họ cho tới nay nhất cho họ sẽ cho nó thì là mỗi kho hoặc security rebates nó thì do năng dụng thì cũng thay là cho nó và sẽ là họ mua cái như là một bát cho họ nó thì chỉ ta lên là xứ là xã có mua cái nhá sáng nhất cho họ cho là lúc sẽ cho là nhá cho nó thế chỉ mỗi cho nên là họ là một to những cái cái nữa và rồi ít buôn trên rồi là họ sẽ cho là nhá rồi đó là một sách sure cho nên là thì họ nhớ mua tây lúc cũng chưa được mua tây à đó chỉ我诶个么cho nên là sĩ sầu ok thế chỉ ta lên đó là ít cho là họ mua ít họ chơi rồi năng mua xa cũng chua for immunization nó một bát thì thái cũng cần là tụ kinh thế nhớ cho là cho gì cho nó sẽ lấy tốt cái bát chơi đi cả thì nếu mua tây giả không là một bát chơi cái tàu là đi đó.
Victoria, help us understand, our listener understand, why should they consider getting involved in their neighborhood associations in the city of Minneapolis? 他的年纪个等下讲弄的是那的，为了家里的正经杭州佬，我讲年纪个等你真要弄中明年不是有出到多么工地，嗯，我好累了，要点把车了，要是叫 neighborhood association 了，叫我们把的了，这里真的。
Yeah, so one of the great reasons to get involved in neighborhood association or organization is that the city of Minneapolis funds these neighborhood organizations that are represented, the 67 that I talked about. So with those funds, those are city funds that are being used to run the organizations. Therefore, you as city residents, the funds are for you, your services, your programming, to important for you to get involved. So you are making sure that you have a say as to what the funds are used for, what the organization should be focusing on, what the priorities are, making sure it represents your voice. So getting involved from volunteering or from joining a board, so you are doing the directing of where the services and programming and where the navigating, where the organization is going to go and how it's going to serve the community is really important. So these neighborhoods are community member led. So it's really important that neighborhood community residents get involved. So making sure that those funds are used appropriately and they are used in a way that makes the needs of your neighborhood.
Giờ ấy khó kể chuyện chắn sắp lời là một cùng thôi giờ cùng hồ nó chứ giờ chở như thế là một xe đâu giờ cùng hồ nó giờ lo cho nó lúc rõ mình ép được nó nè giờ như thế nó giờ là một bát đó này là mình sẽ cái bát chỗ đó này là một sẽ chỗ để sẽ này tao cần cái bát trong đi trà này giờ chủ tao là một công ty cái này lúc xưa là cái nó này lúc xưa để sẽ này bồ đi trà thế tao tao cái bát lo là một công cho mua nó cái này sẽ bảo thế sẽ有么叫你现在实力价有了么把车路人人的鸟着好用的价thế là một sai số hay cái cho như thế nào mỗi cho là một sĩ thứ tốn đâu là một ba cho ta ta phải cái này tao phải cái ba nhất cho nên lúc này xong là
Victoria, what kind of things can people who get involved with neighborhood organization, what kind of thing can they get involved with? What kind of projects, what kind of events are they opportunity for them to get involved in the on the board and and Black Party? Can you help us understand? Give us a sense of understanding so that our listener can understand whether or not they are able to participate. Kapag here cho they yang when it's good cha lo get involved in trong tế tôi một công tế đó cho neighborhood association nó là họ tôi một công tàu cho ya đã chỉ xử lý bị chữa thì nhớ họ cho lu board of director họ lu neighborhood association lo là ya cái và công trình họ lu 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 neighborhood association là ya thì cái kia thì chỉ cái tên cha cho lười ya ba cho cho cái nó ao hu để talk here bên chỉ cái tên cha tôi nó.
Yes, so everybody has a talent or a gift or something they can offer to their neighborhood organization, to the residents, to their neighbors. You can get involved in community gardens. There's a ton of different community gardens around the city of Minneapolis that neighborhood organizations run. We need folks to know how to plant, how to harvest, how to educate other people. So if you have those skill sets, definitely come and teach and give your skill sets. If you want to come learn, as a way to also participate in different activities and community gardens and growing and food harvesting. Also, there are ways, as Michael, you spoke to, joining the board. Boards are the ones who do a governing all the organizations. So they are the governing board. And every neighborhood, because it's a 501(c) nonprofit, has to have a board of directors. So getting involved in neighborhood by running for the board and getting elected to the board, then you are a person who then will be responsible as the board to be able to direct where the neighborhood organization goes and where those resources are going. So it's really, really important to get involved with the board. We need really invested community members in your voices. If you're someone who likes numbers, board folks have treasurers and finance people. You can use those skills on the boards. If you're somebody who enjoys putting together events, you have an organizing mind, organized around different issues that are important to you and put events together. Or else just volunteer to show up. If someone just like to greet people and say hi and shake hands and you do events with kids and like to be around children, you could also assist with like family friendly activities. There's a variety of different ways to get involved in your neighborhood. So just kind of what do you like doing and then bring that to the table. It's a great way just to meet new people and meet friends and connect with other folks. So neighborhood organizations will take any and everybody because everybody has something to give.
那个可能是一个。诶，tới nay cho lưng cho tụi nhà mua nhớ họ kể là báo lại cái là kinh qua xử lý bây giờ cho dây giờ cho và tế nhớ rồi bây giờ dây giờ này giờ tới từ báo cho lo là báo là một đây đây rau lo là giờ là một khi nên cho nó lo chỉ tôi cũng tôi ấy tôi kia thế họ giờ họ đến đây xã giờ ít tuổi xã tôi cỡ là tới tôi cũng tàu tới xí thế chỉ ta lên được số trợ lý có hai mấy cái vậy tức là mình cùng thấy cho board nó để thế lý cho giờ là một chưa sai sửa để cho mỗi cái như thế xử lý trả nè giờ để nên nhẹ lấy rồi nó chỉ mỗi cái này là một chưa sai sửa cho như thế hoặc cho treasurer rồi là cho sai sửa như thế finance giờ nên nhẹ là một ba rồi như là một nhẹ nó ít对也空我你这个称对了，讲你了，我到点到，那年对那年还录是了，你多年了，我上班等咯了，当机了天你有那年我后来的没有了这都讲到点到，只打练了虽然那啥了，我把车都讲这个柴了，这家空那节目了，我把都叫能trên năng lượng này tôi cũng tàu tới xí thế nhớ được có nhiều đó chi số thế có nhiều đó chi là tôi cũng ở phần đó tôi十八十sáu可能一个头一个几种那有多甚至头了就变成
Victoria, how can people get on the board, and what does a board member do in a neighborhood association? Do you cho kế và gia đình tự nhẹ sa là một rau và ít board member đó lấy vô lý giải là thiết là một nhỏ tàu và ít board member đó cho lúc còn học thiết cho họ lương tàu board member này nếu do họ trong lý giải.
Yeah. So each neighborhood holds board elections annually. So to get on the board, you need to run for a board seat. If each neighborhood has a various number of seats, some are very large boards of 15 members or above, and some are 5 to 7 board members. It all depends on the neighborhood organization and size, and everything's unique to that 5013C. But there's annual elections. So joining the board by running for elections, bringing your skill set. There's different roles on boards. There's like the board chair, the vice chair. Those are the heads of the boards. There's the treasurer who works the finances, the secretary who does a lot of the administrative type pieces, and then there's open seats that are other board seats that members can fill. Sometimes you can sit on the board for various different lengths of time, but through the city, we can't have board members spend more than 6 years consecutively on a board because we want to make sure that the board opens up for different energy for more residents to be able to participate. But through board elections is how you can join a board. And the board actually, what boards do is that they govern the organization. Your role is to be the governing body that leads the work for the organization to make sure it is adhering to the legal requirements that are needed for the finances and the taxes and nonprofits and accountability to the funding sources that they're getting, but also making sure that those things are meeting the needs of the residents.
cho lú bộ là mua là lú bộ hồ là mua cái kho kể là lòng sai bà rồi cho tiếng nè đây là một theo qua tôi thông board member tới trong board thì mua li cổ trí lên trọ sổ rồi tới chơi mua trí trọ xa lên rồi chua khó cổ hậu nó chơi nhà cháu nhà mua kể kể xuất sáng cho nhà cho nên cho kể này báo tôi kia tôi báo cho mua cho position xử lý tụ chia rồi rồi tụ nói chỉ là tụ bắt hàng chỉ mà tụ lòng bắt hàng rồi mà tụ nhẹ rồi mà tụ chưa sai sửa tụ cho nó đỡ sau đỡ chơi chia rồi để chỉ đạo nên là sẽ chậm lần đầu cho trong này là chậm mà khi cho ý cho bố mẹ bảo là một cùng con ra cho tí xí thế để muốn đâu họ kể đây là một tổ họ mua nhớ được trong đó sẽ là họ là một quan để một lý trà mua ý cho cùng họ cho lỡ nhá cho lỡ là một wow họ là thế là như là một quan lan rộng nhất cho họ thiết họ do để ít tu tín này nó nhớ cho họ luôn trong mình để bảo sao ít tu tín này do chủ tôi chỉ bù nhớ cha trâu lúc sống ok như là với thùng bò nè 诶，我领导听你找到了，适合做了找啲呢，họ cùng là một ga là một ô tô thiết họ cho lúc lúc họ lựa chọn để cho bố nó chỉ đợi là một chữ sách sửa lúc cầu hậu để là một sách sửa cho hai tiền sẽ tên như thế này mới sĩ cái thứ tống trợ để họ kịp tống cả là cho được giờ cho tí này nhớ cho họ lúc sẽ chọn đợi cái ô trợ để cho cái của mày lấy chịu tàu là một ô
Awesome material. I was looking at the city of Minneapolis neighborhood association get involved, and you talked about board elections. There's the opportunity like the Partnership Engagement Fund and Neighborhood Day. What is Neighborhood Day? I mean, if I live in a resident, if I live in the city of Minneapolis, and my neighborhood is having a neighborhood day, and I want to be part of it, what is it? Can you help us understand what is it? 我大家去睇咗電影好，有共學班，諗住成好多 Minneapolis 就這上邊咗，你摸即係用嚟要咯，我哋 board member 咯，你估摸咗 partnership engagement fund，聽住當然的 neighborhood day，我哋個睇是 neighborhood day 呢，要得去，要得用咗好多 Minneapolis，路上上的摸 neighborhood day，要路 neighborhood 啦，要路我啲啲他場都 OK 啦，然後摸啦，有用你就聽你學八都有你就拍片到，你自己等你扎背上。
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for bringing up Neighborhood Day. That's very exciting. So, yeah, Neighborhood Day is a day, it's an annual day in the city of Minneapolis where neighborhood associations across the city, so there's 83 neighborhoods and 67 neighborhood associations, we encourage them to host an event or board election on that one day. And that day this year is May 3rd. This will be the fourth year in a row that we've done Neighborhood Day. So it's exciting. Each year we get more and more neighborhoods participating. It came as a council directive from the city council that they wanted to have all neighborhood organizations that the city of Minneapolis funds to have a day where they hold annual elections. And so that's what Neighborhood Day is. It's a day to hold your board elections. And if you don't hold a board elections, that's okay. We also encourage neighborhoods to have a day event that encourages residents to participate, get involved in the neighborhood organization. 1%, like 3% of residents are actually involved in civic engagement through the city of Minneapolis. So getting involved in a neighborhood organization, that is the ground level way of getting involved in civic engagement and be able to be the leaders of where those city dollars are going for your neighborhood organization. But some events that happen on Neighborhood Day are people do community cleanups. Some folks do a youth summit. We have folks doing music in the park. We have folks who, again, board elections. We have folks doing duck races. Some folks do a day of it's time to start planting the new community garden. So it's a day to start cleaning out the old garden day and doing rebirth, kind of refresh, rebirth. It's just a great day that all neighborhood organizations get the residents involved and then celebrate the wonderful work in the residents of the neighborhoods across the city of Minneapolis.
họ nói thế họ trong cái trong trong sẽ có hai là một hai trăm này vừa hết để sau này giờ chủ sĩ trong lúc chỉ thì mình thiết bé nè nhưng mà gì chỗ bé lúc này vừa hết chỗ xa chỗ cộng hòa nhất chỗ hổ núi này vừa hết để nó thì do ít núi để bé xã gọi ta thôi chỗ này nhớ chỗ cộng hòa nó là mộtตัวเราคอยเก็บปอมบาโจเลยจำบ่นะแต่สิมันก็ชิตาวเลยเนาะเลยจะเตาเทียจะช่วยชงเลยเจยังมัวจะนั่งยังอินทีจะในเบอร์เนาะเลยเนี่ยตัวกง到处เลยเทียที่น้อยเลยจิลีเลยเลยมัวเด็กก็เกแล้วโอ้ยก็จิละมัวป้าโจจะนี่ก็chơi gọi là cái hay qua tàu cho nên mua xe là một cụm đồ thế làเขารู้ใจเนาะเจเลยเที่ยวเลยจะนี่นะเที่ยวเลยต้นชี้เตาเลยจะ推销咯在这些เลยชี้ว่าเขาม้วนนู้นแต่ลำปอมาเราไปใส่ก็แล้วตั้งทอจอcộng hậu ấy nhớ cho lúc rõ nó chỉ tàu chạy như thế nó đỡ lên thằng Minneapolis lo thì sai cái là món nấu là chưa sáng chỗ ít nấu đồ lại là một ôi họ kể cho nên tôi xin chỉ lo là để cho là một cho community clean up ra đây là tôi ship bắt tôi là nó dễ cho lo để cho là họ mua cho youth summit cho đùa lo để cho là mua một cho những nó họ bán đùa tàu bán đùa tàu phơi lo những nó mua kể là một bát tu tích kể lo là giờ ít nô giờ nó giờ cũng là hay kia đâu là giờ là ô cái cho tí này nhớ cho họ cho dễ cho nó tôi chỉ cũng tệ ok
Victoria, I thought I heard you say one of the events is duck races. Can you help us understand that? And what other events are happening this year? Cũng nói rằng cái sự thành cho ở đây là nhà là kia là nhà thà ta tham gia đến gì thế chỉ ta lên đó cho cái lò gì xong nó này hay là rồi nhà gì thế?
Yeah, so I can't remember right now what the neighborhood does it that does a duck race, but they do it every single year, and it's like this humongous event where they have ducks they put into like the river, and they do this whole duck race. I think maybe it was a lake, it was in Nokomis, and they do like a duck race with all these crafted ducks that are not real ducks, but like made
Oh,
up ducks, and they do this like fun engagement race type thing, but it gets the whole neighborhood and community out to do an activity. It's kind of an annual fun thing that they do.
yeah. I was thinking
Um,
about the duck swim with the other all over,
yeah,
all
but no, it's
different
not like an
directions.
actual, real ducks. It's like paper
It's
ducks and
fun though.
plastic
It
ducks.
sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I won't mind buying that duck and bring my duck over, but yes, sorry for the interruption.
But that's what that is. They do that every single year. Um, and then you asked what other events are happening. Is that what your question was?
Yes. What other
Um,
events are happening this year?
this year, so Loring Park, Citizens for Loring Park is hosting a World Music Peace event in the park. They different musicians from all over the world coming to Loring Park, and community can come on out and listen to the different various world music, and it's a peaceful place and healing spot, and to celebrate different cultures. Um, there are some tool swaps where folks like do the gardening tool swaps that are happening. People like to do that. So if you come to a location, I think it's Falwell neighborhood, where they have all kind of they have tool swaps that you can come and bring. If you don't have tools to swap, you don't have to bring anything. You can just come get tools if you need something. So there's tons of different tools to help you with your gardening. They have plants, they have seedlings, they have folks who are really great with gardening and that kind of stuff to give you resources. So those things are happening. Let's see what else is happening. There's a few other things happening. I'm just trying to remember real quick what is going on. Board elections again are happening across the city. Oh, Bryn Mawr neighborhood is doing a festival of garage sales.
Uh-huh.
So the neighborhood gets flooded with, folks coming down to shop throughout the neighborhood, and residents all open up their garages and do garage sales for the neighborhood.
What about
Um,
the farmers market?
Yes, farmers markets are happening. So those where people can come down and get food that the neighborhood organization has grown, and sell to the community. Tingletown also is doing a garage sale. Um, Let's see. Oh, Lyndhurst is doing coffee and donuts. So it's a way of come on over, get to know your residents, get to know your neighbors. If you don't know who your neighbors are, come on out and have some coffee, some donuts, get to know each other. And that's how you build communities, by knowing who each other is, and then, becoming, friendly with each other, supporting each other. So various different events are happening across the city that engage folks. Youth summits are happening. So from youth to seniors to our elders down to kids, families, just variety of different events to come on out to get involved and celebrate the neighborhoods, what they're doing, and to get more folks involved and to join. It'd be great.
Mhm.
Come on
Mhm.
out.
Awesome.
Thì only của nó có hai chiếc thôi thôi mất cho là một chiếc sành thế à giờ cái khả năng bé mấy conจะช่วยช่องbéวัวยังเราต่อยก็ไปได้รอดจะยังเราขอไม่ใช่ขณะยังคอยรอดชื่อฉันรอนะแต่ชื่อจะน้องชื่อจะออเตี้ยยังจะออยแล้ววัวซื้อก็เราหายใจแต่หรืออยากแท้หมดหรืออยากถ้าชิปไปวัวเทียนั่นจะยังตัวต่อ Loring Park เนาะยังคอไม่หัวเขา road cancer นะจะเลยมั่วchọn năng nghề cho mình sẽ này tua cho lựa chọn chơi tua nè tôi thấy lựa chọn cái chơi tua này tôi được phải chơi tua họ tôi cũng qua tàu ban cho lần đầu như vậy cho đỡ thế là tôi tới họ kể tôi này tôi nhỏ ờ, ờ, bá cái bá tàu cho lợi thế tàu nó mà tàu họ hay năng lấy tua nhớ tàu họ thế Stalin đã xứ mỗi cái nhớ tàu tàu phao họ phao vào neighborhood đó là mỗi cái chơi vậy có mua tới khủng ở tế thì có cho mua để nên ship bá ship lồng ship bảo này ship bảo tới khủng ở tế ở vào tế rồi rồi muốn cho cho nó rồi cho you lo ship rồi giờ để mua bá cái muốn sẽ cái bá lồng cho được thôi giờ mua cho tới cũng lồng lo nhớ cho tập brain mỗi cái chơi giờ cái chơi bây giờ mua mua cho garage sale cho nên sẽ tụi nó hiểu là mua khi chỉ là khi là cho gọi là chỉ là mua lần là mua là tích khủng nhớ cho hồ sơ chỉ ta lên đó là mua tờ farmers market thế làว่า对什么闹钟那个闹天啊，好像人都在讨论可能人都在我感觉很多也讨论么他们从 farmers market 呢天中的这些弄那都帮吧，那都帮吧就做个车到的，那就身上的也一弄上了的，那都是供我给，都是收我给，就落了就老了，从那是多多是我给种些它是供我给。
Victoria, I was looking at I was duck races at Kenosha County, and it looks really fun if that's something that could get going at our neighborhood association. So I'm just putting a smile on. She said, "Oh, neighborhood association. Victoria, how can people connect with their neighborhood association or participate in the neighborhood day? Can they just walk in? Can they just participate? If they see it outside the window that their neighborhood is having a neighborhood date, can they just come out? How can people connect and connect with you as well as our neighborhood association? Can you help us understand? 在你这个定专业的了啥？我的到了他们记了路公好人的人，我路线上的其他人都没讲，得到路路啊 neighborhood day 呢，要来这里到万的这都没讲，是不到了，要来出到装备了，要来容易在好个他贴费上了。
Yeah, so Neighborhood Day is for all residents. So yes, you can join in any neighborhood organization that is doing something. So it's free, it's open to the public. So you can join up, show up, great. We actually at the city NCR department, we put together a virtual map for folks to be able to click on to our neighborhood page. So you go to the NCR department neighborhood/neighborhood day, and that website will pop up. And then we are putting in the different activities that the residents are saying they're doing. It's not up and running yet. So if you look at it right now, but it's getting ready to be populated. And that shows you what's happening in your neighborhood. You can click on it, you can see pictures, you can see the event, you can see the time of the event, location of the event. It's really cool visual mapping of seeing what different activities are across the city. So that's a way for you to be able to find your neighborhood and see what they're doing, and then see what time it's happening and location, and go there and participate in the way that it works for you. Way to, again, our city website is it is go to the city of Minneapolis and is put in neighborhood day, and it will pop up our website talking about neighborhood day, and find your website, find your neighborhood on those events. You also can reach out to me directly through my email at victoria.balko@minneapolismn.gov, and I can share with you about neighborhood day or what's happening in your neighborhood, help you walk you through how to find your neighborhood organization and how to contact them directly. Um, but also, if you know your neighborhood that you live in, you can contact that neighborhood organization directly and ask them, hey, what are you doing for neighborhood day and how can I get involved? And that's actually a really great way for you to do so, because if they get more and more folks asking what they're doing, that will prompt that neighborhood organization as to, you know what, if we're not doing something, we need to do something because our residents are asking for us to do something. So yeah, directly reach out through websites, phone numbers. Like I said, our visual page will show you, but you also can contact your neighborhood directly and ask them what they're doing as a way to get involved. But it's free, open to the public, and you should get involved. Go see what's happening out here.
Giờ cơ khó neighborhood day nó mà nếu giờ tôi ta thôi chân tính này nhớ cho hồ nè em nếu giờ tới xứ này khi tôi ta thôi cho làm mấy cái sản luôn NCR nó giờ bây giờ mua ý đại map bây giờ mua cho họ số họ cho nó phải họ website nhớ cho nó cho nên cái một cho bé họ Minneapolis city of Minneapolis website đó cho nên tàu hoặc neighborhood day nó cho sự cho nên như lọ lại thế nếu như khi đó này hay thì đó chỉ chủ sĩ thầu lúc sĩ hội tư lúc sĩ hội nhớ được phải chơi tư cho nênถ้าเลย包hay thì khó nó nếu chủ sĩ ta sĩ nó trong lúc sĩ hội nó nhớ được phải chơi nó chỉ ta lên nó sẽ là này thì tao cú thia này xa email tôi là cú tao Victoria Balko Minneapolis MN.gov là tao thia chỉ ta lên nó sẽ là này thì tao cái cho câu hỏi đó dân trái gọi là thayเลย包hay thì ô giờ thì biết chim bao đó chỉ ô rồi biết chim ba thì ô đó chỉ là前边主动把的去了么我呢？在那是动了了，要是了哈 website 目的到了了的呢， 给电脑给你做些，你一要得着做了这多了没被省一就好，懂懂。
Victoria, thank you so much for joining us. And I know you're super busy and working with all of these 68 plus neighborhood association coming out on Hmong Radio WIXK. Greatly appreciate, love the information that you share with us, especially about the duck races. So thank you again. Enjoy the rest of the day. See you next time. And we're in office perhaps tomorrow. So
All right.
thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,我做play 到 Victoria 嗰陣都講到說乜咗啦，都咯，比起他早下啲，如果我哋家啲講地到到就 neighborhood association 要輪到 Minneapolis，啲是當然我做到冇辦到細路。Thank you so much to Sister Ba for always excellent interpretation. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, awesome the rest of the day. Take care. 你这个等下就冇得错，必须他们去做，还得有我的家庭工地当着都，从 Minneapolis 叫热热叫共好办的这个等下，好的要 Victoria，你要到从 Minneapolis，你要到 neighborhood support specialist，你要到好古路红干了，要被路红干顺干，或 neighborhood community relations department。กูตุสตงยาเจ้าอีออเปอชาออีเปสุนเจ้าอีออเปอชาออีเปสุนไมกูยาเปชออเปวันวินาทีเจ้าอัลลอกูมัวออเปลอลูชาติผู้人这个等家的被梦的被少被好是动作呢，差点慢不的，都被要被วินาที。
送到高几个，多珍重高丽波涛，多一路呀波涛乱，我不用花短几个字。喜爱他那个记得脸，莫做莫离莫渡莫记，争乱子里呀逃离，我个年农是照顾。三七左别张起个多，要不我说了女要变，那个对下距离逃，我不念我太多事。sa tràn đầu chạy lúa bao tia có tia cu ya buông đầu ra ở từ thao mu hoa loa tu quang đông tiêu hoa đi xa
nhớ rằng là gì tin anh cha trong một cái chuyện nhất vào đó chuyện lúc này lúc Thursday lúc lâu thì đi về trong phần này của chuyện lúc nào biết thả ra thì vô đi nhà có thể cùng tệ tàu cho và cho cùng hậu ba là mình biết rằng họ luôn trong Minneapolis cho dễ dàng để nền nhỏ là nhau luôn trong Minneapolis nếu mua gì cho về lu dễ dàng họ luôn trong Minneapolis nếu mua trong chỗ xa luôn neighborhood association là cho cùng hậu ba như gì cái tin cha ba là mình biết rằng tapi si tanda Victoria nya ro talon trong Minneapolis Neighborhood Support Specialist nya ro NCR la Neighborhood Community Relations Department cái chat ở nu nọ đóเนี่ยสิก็ต้องจ่ายใช่ไหมยาเอาไปขอจะจังจังยา share ตัวนี้เลยยาเทตัวนี้ที่ยาลุ่นตรง Minneapolis ลู่Trans Equity Summit ยายาตัวนู Monday ลู่ยี่ลิติเก้าอี้ยาเราต่อลู่McNamara Alumni Center นั่นนะทัดสินะยาเราต่อลุ่นตรง Minneapolis นะ其他领导给出的批了的，也个鸟的好多种Minneapolis一个啥肉，我一度 board member 了，也一度鸟一度 board member 鸟的叫 board 的叫 commission 嘅，佢要做 apply 裝到到我哋路北里地比較易，嗱路北里地比較易呢，就咁冇到 city Minneapolis，也得個做 she computer 就 show city of Minneapolis，boards and commission 啊，就呢到，係一啲去個去包。she computer 那就高户活動多了過了到咁嘛 clear 個，添嘛八個 apply 做嚟到啲樣嗰啲，clear 個啲nhau學到有冇 apply 呢家一個學殺到人到apply 呢，你有呢家有冇到收穫咗呢 apply 呢種家呢，有好多活動在度要做一二倍二下二一倍順，做一二倍二下二一倍順。其他人都睇到呢，這個等於查到呢，說到啲nhau路中 Minneapolis，who what is severe weather awareness week นะ你老你 tornado drill 你要看的头对么或做其中做大做都其中那些ก็有到屋里家你要到中 Minneapolis 也要到好路 April 了也不老里地高呢也你要一路 week 来下弄的要一路 week 比往ที่เก่า你有么叫 siren 了也叫我去把当着通ปล่อยลู่จงMinneapolisเคลียร์ตัวเสร็จแล้วเดียวเดียวจวดจวดูเลยเนี่ยนิวอลิจาเคลียร์แล้วก็เสร็จเป้าเสร็จเทียมบ้านนะอันนั้น all car drills นะมานี่ยาลามูป้าก็อยู่เป้าเดียวลูเชอร์ก็นอจวดจวดูจอกินนอนจ้องแต่ลุ่นจงเลยก็อยู่ที่ไทยก็คู่เนี่ยก็อยู่ป้าลิจานะเขาnói要เคลียร์ตรงนี้เนี่ยจีก็ต้องจ่ายเสร็จแล้วยังให้เราเป็น county ที่หรือขอเต่าของให้เราเป็น county ว่าลุ่นจงMinneapolisยอดเราให้เราเป็น county เคลียร์แต่ตรงนี้เจ้าเนี่ยจีน่ะยอดปีตรงนี้ของลุ่นจงMinneapolisลู่วันที่เก่าลู่เปล่าลีแล้วยอดลู่ตีเก่าลู่เปล่าลีเนาะเท่าอีแต่งประโยชน์ชีฟังหมดจะเราแต่งประโยชน์ชีฟังอย่างนี้ว่าออกข้อจุดเลยออกข้อเคลียร์ก็เสร็จบ้านนะยอดจอ sirens เลยยอดที่จอว่า把刀抓拉到谁的，你这个等于占要隆重体力保障。去到领导贴到你这个等于占呢，的像我旁那个G呢，都叫มือง要隆重 Minneapolis 呢，了也都 mayor 要隆重 Minneapolis 呢，你叫给我你要把了么找那边被省科技考路，往中 Minneapolis 叫好骗的，你莫的二边也是真正xử理 community safety 贴 police reform。cái cơ sở chỉ thì nó phải nhớ dùng chỉ cho mua lấy mua chun mua tiền mua phò thì cho tên mình cho làm việc sinh phò sĩ đó này chỉ có tên trả thì cái là một chỉ có tu chân sự cho cái ô lưu nhau trong Minneapolis họ thì all your affordable housing thì homelessness cái là một tí thái thì ba chùa cơ sở mua vật chất nhỏ thì có cho nên chỉ mua vật chất nhỏ này cái ba chùa này nhỏ họ từ thì là một ba rồi economic inclusion ที่ recovery 了要的给拉落给那好个是来么好那么18个是你拖打这给吧ที่叫我哈你写到这给去那去好我拉落呢哎哟里家了ที่8的按落到了8到了的给拉落ก็ที่到那的好其他领导要 climate actions 了要的个叫或者被鸟呢弄我把鸟弄成被鸟不是咁样湖ที่ขัวที่ก็นึกจงตัวแล้วไม่ไปเสียงจะเก我爸就我爸就有点爱的到天有话有谁天有路些热天对相对当时的要给知道天考个呢要用 good governance 呢可能 good governance 呢还点个给叫我做个谁说了没被成要一考用一考八到了没被成ที่一考高用的呢这个等着ก็อย่าให้หนึ่งตื่นแล้วก็มัวชัวตันทอที่ชิตาเล่นได้ก็เก๋จะจีเชียแล้วมัวว่าป้าจัวเก๋ป้าตัวเลยไปเป็นสิ่งนอนี่ตื่นหลอนตื่นชัวน้องเต้าเราไปเป็นสิ่งที่เก๋นอจูใช้ชัวก็ยอดที่เดียนะจะจะนอยอ tụ trong mường là giờ tụ mayor nhau luôn trong Minneapolis mayor Jacob Fry nếu lúc họ phía cho xong opa nâng cầu chi nó để kia là cho nên choวันนี้我自己我给我第十年到话的这好论trong Minneapolis lúc nào biết thà cho cái ba chùa thiên cho neighborhood association là giờ cái yêu cùng cho cùng hậu rủi ro nhau luôn trong Minneapolis hay cho chúng tôi cho nên chỉ cái tình trạng nhau luôn trong Minneapolis cho lúc chat tới nó là giờ muốn chat tới cho nên chỉ cái tình trạng nhau hậu luôn trong Minneapolis để rồi đi cho lúc cũng rong sĩ thì ba tàu cho nhau tới sân đầu luôn trong Minneapolis là hay là rong thì sĩ họ cho chúng chỉ là một hai cho tiếc thì cho nên chỉ cái tình trạng nhau luôn trong Minneapolis et thọ cái sự chỉ kiến nó khá rong có và tận nu là giờ nu một chỗ in nhiều rong câu ra你少么就用，一套个是人去给那个人用，甚至多六年的用当中，所当做 WIXK 一直就送古龙中，一直就送古龙中的Minneapolis program，要出错nu Thursday ที่一的路里，ที่ Thursday ที่八的路里，要的时候就那套二等的数，才八等的数，要到 WIXK 一直就送，ที่เราไป相天的定个路所当做，要龙中新跑。จะเกี่ยวกับลุนจงลุนจง Minneapolis เขาโปรแกรมหัวกูลุนจง Minneapolis กูลุนไปหัวไมค์กูจะสัญญาสัตว์ต้องจะอีออเปอชาอีไปส่วนอีออเปอชาอีไปส่วนมัวลุนละชินูรจะเกี่ยวกับเขากูลุนจง Minneapolis ชาวสิเดหูสัตว์ต้องตัวกูป้าจะชิดเต่าที่กูชิดป้อขึ้นเลยกูสุนที่เรากูมาเชียกับเต่าพอกี่ป้าจั่วแล้วมันก็ที่ก็เช่นตอนนี้ฉันชี้เกี่ยวกับการยาจงเป็นสิ่งที่ต้องจ่าชินชีโร่ลืมเนี่ยหรือ